Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Dr. Cami here, and I'm here with Mike Collins, the sugar-free man, who is going to speak for a few minutes about the Quit Sugar Summit, which is coming up. And I'm so excited about it, Mike. Starts January 12th and goes till the 18th. And there's going to be so many great speakers. It's just going to be absolutely wonderful. So much to learn. And so, Mike, why don't you just give us like a quick little rundown, who the top speakers are, who you're excited to hear, roll the interviews with some people that, are new. There's lots of new people from what I understand too.
Yes, I started out the year, Cam. I was trying to get 50 brand new speakers. Honestly, we had a little glitch in the communications, but we did get like 30 or 25 or 30 brand new speakers no one's ever heard of. The most important part of it is so insanely crazy that all of these new people have learned over the last 5 or 10 years and then either had a personal story and then they either took it on as their profession or they were professionals, doctors, lawyers, or not lawyers, but doctors and therapists and stuff. And they added this metabolic health initiative to their practices. It's been crazy. I mean, we have the guys that have been with us forever, Dr. Robert Lustig, who's been, such a staunch supporter of ours. He's on back again, of course. We have Bitten Johnson, who is one of the most gifted and experienced sugar educators in the world, invented a diagnostic tool very similar to the one that people use to diagnose alcoholism. We have Richard Johnson, the world's premier fructose expert, also a friend of the summit who's been back 4 or 5 times. But the new people that I want to stress, genuinely, gang, I really want to stress this group of people who are involved in what's called metabolic psychiatry. This is the effects of sugar on the brain and depression and bipolar and epilepsy even and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And there's such an incredible group. We've got Natasha Smikes, who we've got Aaron Bellamy. These are people we're in private practice. One's in a nonprofit now and one's in private practice. But I mean, when you start to understand the depth of research they've done, the depth of experience they've had with their clients, you start to see that kind of our intuition, our work over the years, where the recovery, the change process happens as an addiction recovery program, starts to make sense. Now, we have all kinds of new speakers about continuous glucose monitors. We have people that have published brand new books. We have, three of the speakers have been on what's called Diary of the CEO, which is the second largest podcast in the world next to Rogan. And they've kind of honored us to be on our summit. I can't stress. Let me take a quick look at the list, make sure I'm not listening. Oh, Dr. Sean O'Mara, who is unbelievable. He's really good about visceral fat. We've got 2 people, one, Dr. Heather Sanderson and Hal Kramer, both of whom own memory care facilities and assisted living facilities and have listen to this, brought back people from the brink of Alzheimer's and sent them home. The stories are real and they're just amazing. Claire Wilcox is also a brand new author. She's really good. Who else here? I just interviewed Dr. Radka Toms, who's a optometrist. She's from the UK, but she just left the US. She's got a great accent, but I got her quote right here. I got to read it to you. So the retina is the most metabolically active structure in the body. Let me read it again. The retina is the most metabolic active structure in the body. So,
Isn't that amazing?
yeah, right.
That's the coolest thing.
I asked her point blank, like, would you get in trouble? Because now she works for the NH, whatever, in Great Britain. Would you get in trouble if I were to ask you, does sugar cause blindness in, people with diabetes? She said, absolutely it does. And she's, had some people get back some of their sight. There's another woman named Mariella Glant, Dr. Mariella Glant, Harvard, Columbia. But she had this unique little thing happen in her career where she started her practice in Israel and she wasn't governed by any regulatory stuff. And so she started working with these metabolic therapies and she was so successful. Now she does it all over the world. She lives in Madrid. I mean, she calls herself a rebel. So it's like,
A rebel with a cause.
Rebel with a cause. You know, it's like we've got some famous carnivores, Dr. Anthony Chaffee. We've got one young fella, Dr. Nick Norowitz, who has a degree from Oxford as a PhD and an MD from Harvard, and decided at 26 or 27 years old, well, I guess he just turned 30, excuse me, that he doesn't want to practice. In less than a year, he's got almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And he writes these in-depth, we would think it was a textbook from Harvard or Oxford, but they're really entertaining about metabolic health and just about any kind of health topic. But he's on there.
Oh,
So,
that
I
sounds
mean, I could
wonderful.
go on and on and on. There's 62 people on the summit. So you cannot miss it. It's completely free. All you have to do is register, and we'll send you the daily emails of who's speaking each day. Yeah, I'm super excited. Really, it's going to be our best event ever, really. This is our 13th event. We've actually done it for 11 years. We did 2 one couple years, so that's why we're at 13. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mike. I'm so excited about you, just being so excited about this event.
Yeah.
And there's going to be so much to learn, and it's going to be fascinating. And so I'll put the link in, of course, for us to get everybody there. And then you can buy the whole event. The whole
Yeah.
event is free, which thank you so much for doing that and for providing such great information getting out there that's, scientifically based and, really good information for people to have. And then you can buy the ticket that will either be AI assisted or not to have the videos forever at a very reasonable price.
Yeah. I mean, at $9 a day plus, you either have to have this as your job for 7 straight days or have a lot of time after work. So very inexpensive to just grab the thing and have access to it forever. And just
Yeah.
check it out on Monday and Tuesday. And if you think like the ones that you watched were good and you don't have time to watch the other 7, and you can what do they call it? Time shifting. You can and watch it on your time.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Mike. Okay, everybody, take care, and we'll see you at the summit.
Take care.